And as always, a special thanks to our moderator, Violet Lotus. Hi, everybody.
Hey, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with
Oberon.
And me, Banshee. And Sunny, who we have given a lot more room to here. I've moved my tablet off to the side, so if you see me looking over this way a lot, that's why. But he's got plenty of room, so he shouldn't be sliding into the
and
darn.
Of course,
but
he can always get his little moments.
There he is. See, look at all that sunny space.
Alrighty then. So, a great Thursday evening to everyone.
A short list tonight, but that's not unusual lately for Thursday nights.
Well, you know, if they don't come, then they miss out on the fabulousness.
These are not orbs in the air. They are Sunny's hair.
They probably can't see them, so therefore they're not orbs.
I guess I got to be careful. I thought I pushed you. Okay. Anyway.
Hi, Mama T.
All right. Good evening, everybody. For the card for the collective today, I'm bringing out what I've used on my Material Matters for the last month, but I'll be switching up decks there. So, bringing out the Seed and Sickle Oracle for tonight. It's like you're getting two readings in one. Sort of. All right.
The duality is killing me.
It's very awesome. I just love the construction of this deck. And if you haven't seen my review of it on our blog, go check it out. I reviewed it a while back. It's very fascinating. All right.
So it's been very windy around our area here. We're near Detroit area.
Mr. O, you're not going to be able to pick any this time. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Not going to let you.
Does that mean I have to kill the camera until you
We'll figure out the way. We'll figure out the way to do this better next time. But anyway, all right. So I have to look for an upright card for the Dawn card.
Yes, please.
They're all reversed. They are. Oh my gosh. Then I want. Okay, here's one. We have Datura. Am I saying that right? Datura? 52, number 52 for the Dawn card. And so, Sunny, and so our Dusk card will be, I had this one recently on the other show, Material Matters, Asphodel, and that is the reversed card. You can put it upright, but I know that is the reversed Asphodel. What number is that again?
That
30.
one is number 30.
And the other one's 52. All right, so I'm going to read first with the Dawn card, which is basically some issues in our everyday life we have to contend with. And that is 52. Okay, I'm at 43. 52, Datura. Native to Peru and Ecuador, Datura has been used as an intermediary between humans and the spirit world for centuries. The spirit of the Datura manifests as a hunting dog and visits dreams to help locate things that have been lost. You may feel as though the project or goal that you are working towards is missing some key elements. The card is a reminder to occasionally take a step back and think about what it is that you've lost sight of. It may also mean that what you seek is just around the corner. Well, let's see how it pairs up with Asphodel reversed, which is the Dusk card. And the Dusk card is indicating things below the surface. It's number 30. I went right to the page. All right. In Corsica, where Asphodel grows prolifically, a person who has been gone from their homeland for a long time is said to have forgotten the asphodel. Lately, it felt as though you're nostalgic for something long past, maybe an absent friend, an old place you used to go, or food you haven't eaten for a while. Reaching out to that friend or recreating that time or place, or visiting it if you can, is exactly what you need to lift your spirits. So,
Hi, Kara.
Hey, Kara. So, how do I combine these two? Basically, maybe some of the details or things that you may have forgotten are from your past. Maybe there's some kernel or something from your past that can inform the present project or goal that you are working on. So I sort of see how those cards can combine together there for us. So if you're working on a goal of some sort, think about something that worked for you in the past or that you need to add into the mix, the way you did things in the past. And that's what I have for the collective.
All right.
Hey, Kara, we've got more room for Sunny here. Got my tablet off to the side. Sunny, and you know,
He takes up almost the whole edge of that table.
Right, as I've said, I give him an inch and he takes 10 miles. He's just like that. I don't know what to do with him.
So today I have the Secrets Tarot.
Okay.
The Secret Tarot. I guess there's only one secret. And that's the Justice card. I have Nefertari's Tarot. And that's the Moon in that deck. And I've also brought one I recently showed. I don't remember if I did the unboxing or not. Maybe I did. I don't remember. I don't think I did. So I got to do it. The Uncommon Tarot, which is, I think we opened it and we talked about it. Beautiful. And I'm going to use this for the first time here today. And the less said, the better, because I just think its beauty speaks for itself. But it is a little bit... I love the
silver.
It is a little unique.
Shiny, sparkly.
It is a little unique for certain reasons, which I will probably get into later. And then I thought, why not bring something that kind of serves as an oracle? So I have an Egyptian tarot.
Hi, Violet Ann.
Called the Aglypikos Tarot. And each card, there's 78 cards, but they're all numbered from 0 to 78. 1 to 78. So they each have a distinctive word on them, and they could sort of serve as an oracle if I need to use them that way. Okay, your turn.
Well, same old, same old. This is the last day of the month. I'm going to mix it up. And you know, I thought about bringing down the mystical melodies because April Fool is coming, but I guess I'll save that for Sunday. Anyway, all right, so I've got the Grimalkin Tarot. Decks will be changing in April, but look at that beautiful Temperance card, or the Lover's card, I'm sorry, in this deck. Absolutely beautiful. I saw the wings and thought of Temperance right away, but no. All right, and then I have the Mystical Cat Tarot. Cat decks will be back in May, which is our gotcha month for our cats, but this one will be retired for a little bit. And that is the Swirled in that deck. I noticed there it's kind of like looking out at the world or looking out at the next best thing. Okay, and here is the Pulp Fiction Tarot that I recently got. And there's the Hierophant in that deck. We did do an unboxing of this deck, and that's out there on our channel. This one might stick around a while just because I like it, and it's still spring and rainbows. Think of rainbows. Tarot at the end of the rainbows. This is the Eight of Cups in that deck. And today we'll be using the Lenormand tiles by Jamie Sawyer, expertly crafted. And oh, there's the sad, woeful cross in that deck. All right. Well, let's get the show on the road. Hey, and, oh, I see Acella's here too. Well, Acella's first. That's right.
And they have their question.
Yep.
I'm going to use the Uncommon Tarot, my first ever reading with it, and that will be for you, Acel.
I'm going to move this here. Why are you taking up so much room? I thought I would make it easier for you to be here, but no, it's not. You could have, stepped back a little bit, given me the shuffle space, but no.
Is Heian in a relationship with Jaso?
So we had this tragedy last week. Some people on Twitter knew, but I got a new gnome tablecloth covering. Sunny attacked Sassy on the table. Poor Sassy. And Sassy clung on for dear life to the tablecloth and ripped it to shreds.
Well, it's impossible to keep up with their nails, and so, and also, she's literally has enough gravity to be like a planet or an asteroid.
Oh, no.
So when she rolled off the table, there was no way to stop it, and her claws were hooked into the tablecloth. So
it was his fault.
a glorious sound was not heard.
It was Sonny's fault.
Yeah, it was really cute. But we got another one to replace it. So we actually got another one. So here it is.
On sale, $1 off.
$1 off. Oh.
All right.
Why not?
Let's see what's going on with Haim. Him? Did I say that right? I'm not sure.
I don't know what you said.
Okay.
All right. The first card is the Knight of Cups, the upright knight. Not a page, although he looks like a young person there. Knight of Cups.
He's
Isn't
riding
that
a fish. That's
Isn't
awesome.
that beautiful? I just love that. That art is so spectacular.
Well, okay, go ahead.
I like it. Okay, the second card is the Six of Cups. Is that what that is?
Okay, the
Yes.
print is bad, so
The Six of Cups. Well,
I mean,
it's a
it's
little
small. Yeah.
It's a little small and
it's
handwriting.
handwriting.
But I could count the cups. There are 6 or so, it appears. Hi, Angel.
Hey, Angel Rivera, good evening to you.
And then finally, a Two of Cups. And they all came out upright, so that's kind of
They're all
nice.
upright. So 2 of cups and
They're all
6,
cups.
2, 6. Well, I have to ask. I wonder, are there like, is there a history with them? I mean, in regards to, have they known each other for a long time, like maybe childhood, or I mean, there's some longer term connection? Because I was wondering that because of the 6 of Cups. I say it could be moving into a romantic relationship. How can you not?
It's totally what it says.
We see
yeah.
the Knight of Cups here. They're all cups, number one. First off, let's make that clear. They're all upright. And the Knight of Cups and the Two of Cups are the most important here, I think. They are moving maybe beyond past connections that they've had to deepen a relationship or to become romantically involved. Or maybe what this is saying, I'm thinking about this another way, Asel, is maybe they were friends or, kind of companions in some way with each other, or they went to school together. I'm just trying to throw these ideas out there. But whatever the case may be, it's taking steps further towards romance.
Right, that 6 of Cups in the middle implies that there is a past relationship. It doesn't say how close necessarily or how long ago it was, so it's up for us to kind of intuit that. And I think we're going to take the safe ground and say that although we don't know for sure, I think it's been hinted at before maybe by you that this could be. But clearly, though, there is this idea of a movement towards ultimately a partnership, a relationship. And the idea that maybe
Another idea.
there was something, there that started it that just is their connection from the past. It's a friendly card. It's a friendly connection.
The other thing is about the 6 of Cups. If that doesn't apply, the other thing it means is that it's possible that, they both feel, or one of them at least, maybe it's Hain, is pursuing this relationship or interested in this relationship because it makes them feel comfortable and happy like they were in their past. It just brings back, past nostalgia or happy memories, and it just makes them feel really comfortable and good.
So, the Lenormand?
Yes.
All right. I don't know. I don't think we need to do a yes or no.
I think this is so leading that I'm going to keep it at that. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, that's right. We got the piles today.
So I got that, which is almost similar in a way, and you got that. So I pulled the Lily in the Lenormand, and you pulled the Crossroad. And my immediate take is that things have moved or progressed or evolved to a point where now there is a choice or a path that goes in different ways. a decision to make that path. Whether that applies more to Heian, yourself, or the other person, I think it's clearly more about Heian because that was where the thrust of the question went.
Well, the way I look at it, I always think that card informs the first card. So I think here that it's moving in a direction of going to another level, a maturing level, this relationship. It's taking a deeper step. And I don't know if maybe they're going to take it slow and, just commit to dating. But I definitely feel there is something romantic going on here, and it's taking a step up.
Yep, so I think that's what we have for you, Sal. There probably is something going on, or it certainly seems to be moving in that direction.
Okay, Violet. Sometimes I go either way on the yes/no.
Yeah, we're the wild cards.
I can't believe what that came out. I mean, that just literally answered those cards. I mean, They were all romance. They were all romance there.
And, my first...
It's a nice maiden voyage.
My first read with this deck, and I think I'm off to a fabulous start. It's really so beautiful. I'm going to enjoy using this deck.
You're welcome, Estelle.
This deck could actually even fill in some of our other areas where we use the really, like the light sears
I have to guide you.
The marchettis or things like that. It's beautiful.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to give myself space.
Angel Mary, who's the next romantic partner? So that one's on you.
My deck is up. Please, Sonny, over there.
And I'm rather proud of tomorrow morning's outlook on the emotional exchanges. I don't want to give it away, but it's a really good show. My readings were really good for nearly everybody, and they really fit together. And also...
there's a surprise intro.
A surprise intro, so you simply must see it to believe it. So come tomorrow, or just see it whenever you can. It's on tomorrow, premiering, not premiering, but showing up.
April Fool's Day. What could go wrong?
Right, what could go wrong, right? April Fool's Day. The Sunny Tale, yes. I swear, Sunny. I saw her first, Sunny. All right, so back to Angel Mary, who's... oh, happy birthday to LB. That's so cute. April Fool's Day birthday.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Very happy birthday.
She should grow up to be a stand-up comic.
Why not?
I like stand-up comedians. They're the best.
Okay, Angel Mary, I'm focusing.
Sorry. Sonny, we do need room for our show. We do. All right. Uh-oh.
Ten of Cups reversed. Now remember, it's just a who's the next.
I should have done this differently.
True. So we could do it again.
But we might be able to extrapolate from this.
And then there's a Hierophant reversed. Hello, Sun Man. I see you looking at me.
Is that the World reversed? It's the World reversed, I believe.
And then the World reversed. Okay, not... I'll let you go first then. Hi, Libra.
Well, I will say this, Angel Mary. This person may have had, this is the way I'm looking at it, kind of a difficult past. I'm not sure if it's a difficult childhood or maybe some past relationship that did not work out. So it's possible they may have been divorced. I'm just going to say that. And the Hierophant reversed indicates to me, because you're asking about what they're like, right? That's pretty much the question, Mr.
Right, who's coming next?
Yeah, who's coming? So I also think this person has a very unconventional outlook on life, and it could be why the first marriage didn't work, I have to say. They may approach things differently. They may even approach relationships differently. So I don't know how this will go with you, if it will appeal to you. But one thing is certain, they tend to live a little bit bohemian or maybe an alternate lifestyle of some sort. Maybe they practice an unconventional religion, whatever the case may be. And finally, and I'll let you go, I just want to give the whole kit and caboodle here. And finally, what I think I see with the world reversed is that they may still be on a journey in their career life or in their path. They're still searching for something to complete or finish. So, for example, they might be working on a degree. They might be not totally set in the career that they want yet. They might be an apprentice, and so they're not yet moving up or at the area of success they would normally be. And that's where I'll leave it.
Well, since we're thinking about who is coming next as a romantic partner, then maybe the idea that this person is somebody who hasn't found their perfection yet, and that's going to be you, that this signifies that movement towards you, or that realization that they're not perfect unless they have you or someone like you. But I totally agree with Banshee. I think there's something rather bohemian or unconventional about them. It could be that maybe depending on where you meet them in your own land or another land, they could be a foreigner in one way or the other. They could be a foreigner in the land you're in now, or they could be a foreigner like you might be in another land. Or they're different somehow. They're definitely different. And I do feel, though, too, that there may be somebody who is, maybe the unconventionality would be applied to the idea of their idea about relationships and or family. So it may be that maybe they're not a family type person, like they want a relationship, but they're not really thinking or interested in children or necessarily having the trappings of a family. And that kind of goes along with what I'm saying about them possibly being a foreigner, because maybe if they're foreign to you in that respect, then maybe they have no family in the land where you meet, which was what I was saying.
I guess I could see that, but I'm still
it's just a speculation. I don't know for sure. I just sort of feel that they're definitely unconventional and possibly foreign to you in some respect.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Well, we got the bear, and then we got the fox. Well, normally this could speak about a sexy lady, but let's be clear. Let's be clear here with the context of this reading. I kind of feel that this person is going to be very attractive to you, and that you'll just feel very secure around them, despite some of this other stuff. That's why I'm saying I'm not sure exactly what this unconventionality is. They're going to be somebody you feel very, very comfortable and secure around, and they're like a looker.
They're really appealing to you. They're easy on the eyes, as they say. I love that term. And I think that they empower you. They make you feel pretty much like you are appreciated by them, which is what I said with the world reversed, the idea that maybe you complete their look for perfection. And I think the idea that they're attractive or easy on the eyes maybe plays to the idea that there's something unusual about them. So maybe it's an exoticness about them, because I thought that maybe they could be foreign, or at least how they engage or handle themselves. There's something different about them. It's unconventional, and maybe it's exotic in a way too. And so I think these things do ultimately combine with the idea of the reverse Ten of Cups, because it may be that they are on a quest to find love, and that they're unconventional. And so at some point you will have to realize that how they make you feel is not necessarily what you want out of a relationship, but you're going to really want that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. That's what we both look at for you, Angel Mary. It's going to be interesting, I think, to say the least. Of course, there's no time frame here or anything like that. That just is talking about what is coming towards you, or who is coming towards you next. Okay, and I think we are on Mama T, right?
Hello, Mama T.
Oh, hi, Jano.
Glad to see you tonight, Mama T. And I'm wearing the hat you gave me. I love this hat.
So you wanted to know what next week will be like. Okay.
You're welcome, Angel Mary.
Your deck, Mr. O. I was looking at what Kara said about her mom and April Fool's Day. That's funny. Is
Where
that
was
your
that?
mom? Yeah, your mom. Good grief. I like April Fools. Just fun.
Oh my goodness. That's funny, Kara.
That beats any April Fool joke I think I know of.
I'm thinking of the old Rolling Stones album, Goat's Head Soup.
Oh no.
Well, I had some pretty good tunes on it.
Your deck?
Yes.
All right. How does next week look?
How does next week look? Okay, I'm going to use the Secret Tarot.
Okay.
And I have a little tickle in my throat, so I'm going to have to take a cough drop.
Can I shuffle first?
My deck?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that.
All right. You
I
can
will
get
let
your
you.
cough drop together.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we may have an off
Yes,
day
I
in
like it.
April for what, Mr. O? It would be happy hour, right?
What's that? The day that we won't be able to do it?
Yeah.
Because we're going to a live psychic and holistic fair. Excuse me. And we will be reading live there for about 4 or 5 hours, I think, noon to 5, something like that.
And that's on a Saturday, right before Easter.
Yeah, no, it's after Easter.
Is it after Easter?
It's the Saturday after Easter. It's
Oh.
the 28th or 23rd, whatever that is.
Okay. So we'll make sure we make announcements out there, but there will be no happy hour that day. Unhappy, but we're sorry.
Yeah, it should be. It's some friends of ours that run a metaphysics store in the other part of the state.
Let's see. So we're on this side of the state. They're kind of down here-ish, Mr. O?
They're on the way towards Chicago, so
so
basically.
they're kind of down low on the other side of the state.
From Detroit
we're
to
down
Chicago is
here.
about 5 hours, and they're like about 3.5, 4 hours. So they're almost, towards Chicago. We always have fun when we visit them. We've done some ceremonies at their store and some things like that. I've had my dolls displayed there. Okay, I want to focus for Mama T.
I
So
did my
that-
Midsummer's Day Tarot journey there.
Yes, that's right. That was fabulous. What does the next week hold for you, Mama T?
Okay, we have the Five of Cups reversed. We have the World upright. Ooh. And we have the King of Chalices upright. So there's 2 cups in this reading. So it might be a little bit of an emotional week, but it looks as though you're moving towards completing something, finishing something, being done with something in a positive sense, I think. Cycle is going to be coming to an end, and it looks like new opportunities. I look at the Five of Cups reversed as, moving away from disappointments into better conditions or new opportunities that may present themselves, new goals. And the King of Cups here seems to indicate to me that, unless this is talking about somebody on the outside offering you some, emotional support, this really means to me that, things that have been bringing you down, Mama T, or things that have been affecting you emotionally, you're regaining control over once more. And maybe it's because the cycle has to come to an end for you to now realize things are going to be much better now. I can manage things better now.
It's almost as if the cards are saying really that in a positive way, you've decided to just kind of make your own little break with some of the things that have worried or bothered you, insecurities, and you sort of feel a refreshment just from that idea of doing that. And really, you have kind people around you, or people who bring out the kindness in yourself. That's so clear to me, that really it is only just headed for this sense of really taking you to complete the cycle, as Banshee said, that really something is probably moving you towards a really good resolution with a lot of factors in your life that maybe have been causing anxiety or worry.
Right. And, well, I don't know. I think that, like I said, some cycle is ending. You are completing something in order to move on to new things now. And new things that will probably, that you're going to feel more uplifted about. It's going to uplift your spirit. It's going to bring you joy to be able to move on finally.
But this is also, too, about the kind of personality that
It
wants
is.
to bring that to people, too, a humanitarian quality.
Well, then maybe that's what the opportunity is about.
Yes.
Could be.
So let's do the Lenormand. The Whip. And there's that fox again.
Well, the fox can mean a variety of different things. It could be you're a foxy lady, Mama T. Hey, I won't rule that out here. But wow, and then with the whip, what would that mean? I'm not going to go there. So
I'm a Scorpio. I can do that.
What I would say, the fox is also either about employment, or in a more broader sense, it could be about getting to work. So, I think what this is saying is you need to get to work fast. You need to kind of crack the whip on yourself to, tidy up the loose ends that need to be tidied up and move on and make these new goals or dreams or opportunities a reality.
Well, I think these things kind of coincide with those then, because I think this idea is this new opportunity is something you will have to move quickly on. And so I think you're going to see this probably pretty quickly, is what the Lenormand's saying. So watch for those signals there. But it really is, I'm just thinking maybe, it's like something else to do with the things that you're trying to sell and promote right now, and that maybe another avenue comes through for that. So that's what I'm wondering about.
Now, here's the only other thing. Since this was a general for the week ahead, it is possible that these cards that these are some different situation from these cards. And if that's the case, I would caution you about one thing, is to make sure nobody tries to make you make a move or sign any kind of papers too fast. Make sure you're comfortable with everything. You've read everything over carefully, because sometimes this could mean somebody who's being sneaky or deceptive, and they may be trying to make you move fast so that they can, pull something past you, and you don't realize what you're signing your life away, for example.
The odds are it's probably working in your favor, though.
I know. I think it goes with those.
The level of the king just shows a kind of hands-on ability to handle it. So I think.
But I have to throw that out there.
Yeah. No, I agree. Mm-hmm.
Good luck with that, Mama T.
So it looks like everybody's chatting about
Lena's
April Fool's Day. Hi, Lena. April Fool's Day. And I have to say that as a kid, I kind of liked it, as a much younger kid, because my mom, my dear departed mom, tried to make things fun for us when we were kids. And so I think I said this story already on here too, but the one time, well, a couple times, where she did little April Fool's jokes during the day, like she put salt in the sugar bowl, so when we went to have cereal,
your mom was diabolical.
It was kind of salty, and of course it was just fun, obviously we threw out that, and my mom had a good laugh. So little good-natured jokes like that. But, when you get older, then, of course, people can use April Fool as an occasion to be cruel or for different effect.
That's true. That's true. None of that here. Just plain old good fun. All right.
And you're welcome. Whip it good, Mama T. That's right. Ooh.
All right, so who's up?
I think it's Austin.
Austin is up. Hey, Austin, are you still with us? You're up if you are.
So, besides Friday's show, we're going to have the Material Matters on Sunday. Banshee's look at success. So check it out. And of course, there's our happy little like us, support us, grow us.
Good, Mama T says.
All right.
A spirit reading.
A spirit
sure.
reading. Cool.
Absolutely.
It's your deck, right?
I'm shuffling.
All right. Thanks for joining us tonight, Austin. And we'll be back later on Sunday after our Material Matters show in the morning from 2 to 4 p.m.
Oh, goodness, yes. Oh, hey, we had some wind today, and it knocked out power in a number of areas, but we managed to not have a problem. We heard something thunk against our window, though, this morning. It must have been a bird. We can't figure it out because there was nothing there.
It was a medium-sounding thump. Yeah. You know, it wasn't like a super big crashing bump, just kind of a medium-sounding thump.
But we definitely had winds in the 40-mile-an-hour range for, hours. But I guess we got... Actually, it could have been worse for the state, but apparently the fronts didn't move the way they thought they did, so we had a few hours less of the wind than they thought.
Spirit reading for Austin.
Ooh, speaking of spirit.
So it's the moon.
Nice card for Aries season.
The Emperor.
All upright. Holy cow, Austin.
The Nine of Cups. So if you're wondering if it's true that you feel like something's really wondrous, and if you wonder if Spirit wants to say, yes, it's true, I think. The moon is a sense of spirit. The Emperor is a sense of power and control. The Nine of Cups is maybe amongst your most fervent or desired wishes.
Well, you know, if you had gotten all major arcana, I would have said wow. But the Nine of Cups with the two major arcana upright, I'm going to say wow. And I really feel this is a call from Spirit. You know, Spirit is saying, you know, well, sometimes it seems mysterious or difficult to read. Sometimes it seems hard to figure out how to gain enough control and power to really obtain what you desire. But Spirit is saying, you know, you have the ability to unlock this mystery. You know, you should be using your intuitive powers right now to help you, you know, really start putting all of your energy and all your skills behind manifesting what you desire. I mean, right now you have, with the Emperor card there, Spirit is saying to you, you have a lot of power and control to obtain what it is you want. So now it's just a matter of believing and manifesting it.
It's truly that, in my opinion. There's a strong sense of Spirit touching this reading. Spirit saying that there's such an obvious sign for you to be in control and to really master parts of life in a way. You know, I see this tree with the nest in there and the little blue robin eggs in there, and the tapestry of life, the rams, which are Aries, and that, of course, is a hallmark of the Emperor card. The idea of the control, but the idea of continuity. I think that's the thing about the Emperor that some people don't always remember or get, is that it's not just about being in control, but it's also about providing a continuity, because you are the governor but there are the governed, and it is your obligation and responsibility. And yet, in a way, Spirit is saying this would bring you immense joy to realize this in some fashion, the amount of being able to have this kind of sense of your world and being able to give to it and provide to it. And it's like being a king, but being a king in a fairy tale world or in a spirit world.
Well, you know what, Austin? I'm going to go out on another intuitive limb here and just say that, because I don't know, it just struck me, and this is a spirit reading, that maybe Spirit is telling you that this Aries season is really a time to try to manifest something new in your life, something you truly want and desire. Maybe some new direction that you want to go in. Maybe it's just the start of that manifestation journey. But Spirit is saying maybe now, right now, while, the sun is in Aries, of course, which is a great time to begin something.
So yes, if the question was really about pursuing your wish or your dream, I think that's what Spirit is saying. Or if it's anything related to that.
Is it me?
It is you.
Trying. Oh, there it is. What? All right, well.
We got the fox again. The book and the fox. The book was drawn first.
Right, so I think, it's time to get smart. It's time to get book smart. I love it as a librarian. But I would say that... What?
I love it.
What?
It's what he says.
Oh, wow, no poop.
Good luck.
That's awesome. So now is a time to... Gosh, Austin, talk about feeding me what I'm going to say here, because this is a card of work. This might be that you may have to, this may open up doors for you, whatever this is, to do more study. Maybe this is some job you're going to learn as you go. Maybe this is a job where you might be taking some courses or workshops or some training. The book is about learning. The book is about reading, obviously.
It's about finding out. It's about knowledge. So combined with the fox, which is about business, but is also about maybe...
being smart.
Being smart,
Crafty.
maybe being clever. So some of this may involve how you may have impressed somebody with a clever way of thinking, or something about how you do things that really impress them in a certain way. And this could also be said, they want to find out more of what you can do.
Well, tying it together with what I've said with the cards here, I would say that, so in order to manifest what you truly want here, you have to work, you have to put in a little bit of the effort. And if that effort involves learning a new skill or doing some study, then so be it. It can only benefit you in the end. Things are looking up here, Austin, I think.
Yeah, this is really wonderful. So good luck. And of course, if it all comes true, you have to come back and tell us.
Yeah. I mean, these cards certainly look like it. So hopefully.
Good luck.
All right.
And Kara is next.
Kara.
So let's give the obligatory...
It was a great reading, seriously. I mean, when you asked for a spirit reading and I get the moon as the first card, I'm like, okay.
I know, like...
this is going to be good.
Ears perk up. Hi, Sunny.
Oh, did you get that big yawn? That was awesome.
I think I did.
I have to watch see if he does.
And Kara would like a spirit reading too. You're welcome, Austin.
Your duck.
Oh, right. Radio.
Yes, the big yawn. That was awesome. Sunny, you're so cute.
Okay, so we're going to use the Nefertari.
Hey, you're welcome, Austin. Good luck. that back. Ooh. Okay. So we visited our favorite bakery, local bakery today.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yes, because tomorrow starts Banshee's birthday month. Woo!
Bakery, birthday.
Let the celebrating begin. And it did today. I had a great coconut cupcake.
Mm-hmm.
Coconut
Yeah, it was really
vanilla.
good.
It was awesome.
It's a nice little bakery that's just a town away, only a few miles actually. And I used to put in a doll display there for the children, and kind of kept it going for most of the year. And I would just swap some in when the season changed, or when it was Halloween, or when it was Christmas, and had a lot of fun there for a year or two with that. But they're really good people, and in fact, one of them visits our show for reading, so we think that's awesome.
We are just 19 days away, just about, right? Yeah, yeah.
From the fabled date.
Oh, I'm so excited, and I'm already celebratory. Got myself some cute little, let's call this the first salvo, bee and beehive earrings today from the bakery.
There you go.
All right. Okay.
All right. Here we go, Kara.
All right, wait a minute. What was the question?
Spirit reading. Spirit message.
Okay, well, poo to this one. We have the Ace of Wands reversed. We have the Six of Pentacles reversed. But as the final card, we have, is that the page or the...
That's the page.
The Page of Pentacles upright. Well, it seems as though right now, Kara, Spirit is saying this may not be a time, I'm not going to say time to not manifest, but it's not a time where growth is possible right now. It's more a time for you to start finding more balance, either in financial matters or just with where you put your energy, you know. Do you give too much of it away to, you know, and don't get anything back in return? Do you give too much to others and you're not getting enough back? It's time to write that. It's time to work on, you know, a new beginning as far as how you manage your resources. And when I say resources, I'm not just speaking about money. I'm talking about your energy supply. You know, we forget sometimes, like even in the workplace, it's not so much about you know, what we're getting out of our job. It's sometimes also about what we give to the job, and are we giving more than what we're getting? So, I mean, even in your relationships or your everyday life, if there just doesn't seem to be fairness, you know, you need to look out for yourself more, because then things will start to grow for you. Otherwise, it's going to be hard, Spirit says, to get anything off the ground.
Well, I find this reading a little interesting because I thought one of our last ones for you seemed to indicate something much better than how this is starting off. So I wanted to put that into context a little bit, maybe by suggesting that one of the things that we were telling you about maybe is just not going to happen as fast as you want, that maybe there's just something to consider there. And it could be the relationship between what you have to put into it versus what you really think you will get out of it. So you may have to weigh that balance. And it's not just about what you put into it materially, but also what you put into it in terms of your good hard work too, because this is a card of an earthy aspect. So it could be money, but it could also just be the amount of toil that you put into certain projects. You may want to consider if you should hold back putting more energy into them when it really looks more feasible, Or do you run the risk of maybe burning yourself out or overextending yourself if you try to do it now when it may not benefit from that? But in general, it is saying to still keep that focus towards that project, because there's something in there that really inspires you enough to know that you just do have to stick with it, even if you have to meter the activity or support you can put into it. That you may not always be able to put as much into it, but when you can, it's going to be important.
So this could also relate to more physical health issues as well.
Sure.
There could be a lack of energy here, or an inability to really do things because you lack the energy because of your health not being optimal at this time. And again, it might just be that things just seem too much for you. You're overwhelmed, as opposed to being able to, you need more care. You need to take more care of yourself than caring for others at this time. And ultimately, I see here with the page, if this part of the reading resonates with you, then I would say the page is about, the beginnings of a change, a change in attitude, a change in mindset. Maybe it's from something you read or study that gets you on the path to, better physical conditions.
Well, I guess the short answer is don't bite off more than you can chew.
Oh, wow. There, that's the one-line answer.
It's pithy, but we'll take it. Oh.
Uh-oh. Why can't I grab just one? It's like a Lay's potato chip here. All right. Okay.
The clouds and the key. I drew the clouds, and Banshee drew the key.
So the key is that right now, things don't seem very clear to you. There may be a lack of clarity or focus, which, has contributed to this situation in some way. You need to dispel any confusion. For example, if you feel that you're being taken advantage of and you're giving away more than you're getting, you have to get to the bottom of what's going on here and decide, and so that you can finally decide what you need to do about it. It shows some confusion. It shows some issues because the dark clouds are facing the key.
Well, sometimes these cards here may pertain to what we see there, but not always. I think that the key does sort of inform the first card, suggesting that the real thing you need to pay attention to, or the real thing that will provide clarity, is maybe understanding that this is a time for you to naturally have a few more struggles going on. It could be based on your own particular circumstance, or it could be based on other circumstances. Maybe you're involved with things that don't do as well at this time of the year, like it's a seasonal thing. Something is maybe blocking your ability to do these things. So in that sense, I do sort of think it coincides with the other cards here. But again, I think that really what the key card there, the 6 of coins reversed, saying, look for the balance. The key is learning that there are these two sides, a time when things will be easier, a time when they won't be as easy. So you kind of have to figure out how you can ride those waves.
Well, and one other thing I'll add to that, Lenormand, that just popped into my head is, since this was a message from Spirit might be saying here too, the key is to, sometimes we go through phases, those of us who are in the magical world, and we are blocked from receiving messages. We have, either a lack of focus, we're not getting enough sleep, or whatever the case may be, where we're not connecting like we normally can. And Spirit is saying, hey, right now the key is to, we want to come through to you, but maybe we can't right now because there's blockages. So, spend a little bit more time in meditation, spend a little bit more time in some magical workings, and see if you can eliminate any blocks if there are any.
Ooh, that's a good point.
All right.
So that's what we had then.
Good luck with that, Kara. Violet, and I believe is next.
All right, and that means it'll be your deck.
Okay. 2. You are welcome, Kara.
You're welcome.
Sonny has left the area. He must have known your reading was done.
He gives it the official cat paw blessing.
I have a feeling he'll be back.
Me too. Okay, anything Violet Ann needs to know from now till next week? It's up near the top on my screen. You ready to
I
scroll
see
back?
it.
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's see what's coming. Mr. O, wasn't it Bunny Palooza here yesterday?
It was so funny. At first we saw one, then there was two, then we thought it was just two for the longest time, and then there was a third one, and they were just all running around all crazy doing that bunny thing that they do in the springtime. Well, we didn't see that, but we assumed that that was what it was. Right? I'm
Right.
keeping it clean.
That's right, Mr. O.
What do you need to know from now till next week? Oh, that's so cute, Violet Ann.
Aww. Well, you know, I never thought that was my spirit animal, but I've always loved bunnies. I absolutely have. And they just seem to be all around here, and they love
we
hanging
see a
out
lot
by
of
our
them all
deck.
year round. Not so much in the very winter. We might see them a little bit, but I think they're down in their little warrens. Okay.
Well, we have the Ten of Fire, the Ten of Wands. Ooh.
Oh, wait a minute. Give me a moment. And the Wheel of Fortune reversed.
I'm just going to have to conjure you up some better cards. The Two of Sky, the Two of Swords. That's not bad. So,
That is swords, yeah.
I'd like to think... Well, you know, it looks as though this has been a time where you feel like you've been struggling with something that feels oppressive or heavy, whether it's emotions, whether it's work. It's often work, or it's about just burdens of some sort. You know, maybe it's, I know you've been looking for work, so maybe it's the idea of having to do that, you know, is getting burdensome. And that, you know, timing just seems not to be going well. You know, you feel as though the wheel is not turning in your direction. But I don't know, I see that Two of Sky reversed here, and I think maybe you're about to make a move to better times. This is one of those readings, for some reason, I'm seeing in an absolute progression.
Me too, because it almost feels like, you know, the way you asked the question, Violet Ann, was like, what do you need to know between now and next week? And it's like, well, okay, we don't have a definite time frame, but 1, 2, 3.
It does look like it.
And so the feeling is that maybe, you know, circumstances will change radically within a week or so, starting from a sense of really feeling oppressed or having burdens that are hard for you to carry, and a sense that things are not working out for you, or that the cycles are moving slowly for you. But then a turning point, the Two of Swords reverse. That is swords, right? We said that was swords.
A turning point, but I think it's one that you initiate. You're going to make some kind of move or decision by the next week that may be able to turn things around. I don't know. That's kind of what I see.
So in other words, you know, it seems like right now that's what it is, but that within this week or so, this turning point could manifest, and the idea that maybe the burdens are no longer weighing on you exactly the same. Maybe there's a way to shift them a little bit. I'm not saying it's instantaneous, like out the door, but pressure's relieved somehow, or a way forward is seen. It may just say that having the ability to see and move a little bit gives you that purchase you need to gain more ground.
Yeah, I think, because clearly it looks like it's been rough. But to me, that shows a move. And sometimes we don't realize it, but we have more power in situations than we think. And it only takes sometimes a small step, a small move in the right direction, or just to shake things up, and the atmosphere changes.
The garden and the crossroads.
Well, that's a really interesting one. I wonder here if something you either see or talk to somebody about, whether it's at a social gathering or just among friends, or, maybe among your tribe on social media, something is going to give you a sense of a new purpose and direction. And I feel it's coming from some outside source that with the garden here. What do you think?
Well, it's kind of interesting because, of course, we said that Violet Ann actually makes this move of sorts.
Right.
And that's probably that. This is pertaining to maybe the more specifics. So it is saying that somehow, not like you're going to a party and somebody says, I think you'd be perfect for such and such.
No,
but
not that easy, but who knows?
But in thematics, it's sort of like that. An opportunity arises because maybe you're in a venue where you didn't necessarily expect it. You might have been expecting something different. Maybe you're expecting, to see it somewhere else. I'm getting confused here. But to me, this is sort of the idea that an opportunity arises not where you normally would think you were looking for.
I think you're going to find direction, and it's going to come from a source
It is
out.
direction.
Yeah, well, like I said, the move you make might be to. Oh gosh, this is a complicated one. I'm thinking about it here. The move you make might be to seek out some of your contacts, maybe even, or your friends, to ask for what they think you should do next. I'm just throwing that out there. I'm not sure. The garden's a really tricky one because it's very much about socializing and social activities. What this might mean is maybe what your next move is going to be is in the direction of something that actually puts you more in a public or social frame.
Don't say retail.
Or restaurants, right? Or bars or lounges. Well, there's lots of directions here. It could be working for PR. It could be working for a nonprofit organization that helps people. It's something that's going to put you, I think, in front of people in some way.
Well, that's a good point because the garden sort of pertains to a common grounds-ish kind of sense. So it sort of pertains to that idea about being public in a way that isn't necessarily,
That's the way I think I can look at this card, other than I could say, you're going to be a gardener. You're going to take care of somebody's gardens. Which, hey, that's not bad, but I don't have a green thumb. I'd probably kill everything in sight. So that's why it's an interesting reading. There's definitely some progression going on. And, this one seems a little bit more down than what we had. Didn't you have the clover the other time you were here,
Yeah.
I think? And it looked sort of positive.
But you were asking a question that was more spaced on relationships, and this one was a little bit
I don't
different,
remember. It was a job.
Yeah, I thought it was. No, wait, you did ask about a job. That's right. Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what to make of this other than it looks interesting. I do think there's a direction you're going to take that's going to move you into a more public kind of position, and you're going to get
about
yourself
a different
out of
direction.
this.
So yeah. Good
Okay,
luck.
that's what we have for you. I'm wishing you luck as always with that. Oh my goodness. Angel Rivera, you are up.
And it's my deck. I'm going to use that new Uncommon Tarot for you.
Well, it's not new, but it's your new.
It's my new. You're welcome, Violet.
You're welcome, Violet Ann.
Good luck.
Is he really gone?
I don't know
I can
where
move
he
my
is.
tablet back so I don't have to turn into the side. Yay. Of course, as soon as I do this,
Everybody's somebody's baby.
it is new to somebody, yes.
Everybody's somebody's fool, right? Is that
I
the song?
gave you that deck.
Yes, I thought I
Gosh, some of
mentioned
the
it.
decks you end up really liking are decks I gave
You
you.
can't have it back.
Like that one that I like now that you have
Which one?
from me. You know, the one with the kind of muted colors and it's pretty and it's tall. The tall deck.
Oh, the Adrian.
Yes.
Mhm.
But you can still have it.
Oh, can I? I've buried it in my hidden chest of cards. You'll never find it. And of
I
course,
really enjoyed what you did on your
You spoke a little
I knew
earlier
it.
about
Wait,
you know
Sonny. Sonny, over here. I really like what you did on your blog the other day, Angel. That was very cool. That was fun.
Sunman, hello? That's my boy.
Uh-oh. It's because of him. Now I gotta make sure I have all the cards, Mr. O.
I'll cover.
I think it's your time to shuffle, but let me... I don't see...
No, I shuffled already because it's my deck.
Oh, doggone it. Just make sure. Well, I don't see any.
I know.
Okay.
Yep, you think we'd know this by now, weren't you
I
done?
was going to cut for you, right?
You cut me to the quick.
I am sorry.
Don't be sorry.
It's his fault.
Don't be
It's
sorry.
Sonny's fault.
Be careful.
It's Sonny's fault.
Okay. So, Angel.
I knew it would happen. It's just, I knew it.
It's the reversed Eight of Cups.
The cat probably took a bathroom break. The Eight of Cups, okay.
Reversed.
Got it.
Then it's the reversed Four of Coins.
Oh, wow.
And then it's the upright Nine of Coins. That's nice. Big old peacock up there.
Well, we've got the Eight of Cups reversed.
Is it cups or is it coins? It's cups.
That's what you had said.
I know. I just wanted to check again because.
So you've got 2 coins, though, because the other one's coins, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what coin is that? Oh, it's
That's
a 9.
the 9.
Got it. All right, well... I think with the Eight of Cups reversed, there's something that somebody doesn't... Seems like there's some unfinished business. Whether it's something you need to finish up at work or in other personal matters, taxes, etc. There's some unfinished business that needs to be taken care of. Maybe it's something that you just maybe it has to do with even household activities. I might as well say it this time, because in a way, the Nine of, we rarely give you a reading where it seems to relate to your home front. But the Nine of Coins is about comfort in the home, and it might be time to let go of some stuff, Angel Rivera. And maybe there's just some things from the past that you don't want to let go of necessarily. But it might be time to let some things go.
Yeah, it almost seems like it's a dichotomy between the idea that you need to make these changes, improvements, whatever, but you don't want to because of sentimental or other, attachments to it.
Comfort reasons, whatever.
So this could also extend to things that are not just material, like maybe it's also about how you see yourself progressing in your career or in other aspects of your life, your spiritual dedications. I was starting to have another feeling about it too, like...
Well, if I did go career-wise or what's going on right now, it may just be, like I said, that there's just some things that you really need to revisit. In the workplace, things that maybe weren't done right or things that were left unfinished, that now's the time to take care of it. And maybe this letting go is about this idea of, having to find, well, you have to finish it up so that you can move on. In other words, you have to finish up and let this stuff go, meaning be done with it, so that you can have a better sense of security and comfort with where you are now. In cataloging, gosh, we had so many things that were on the back burner for a while there. I remember that, it's really hard to get to them because of all the stuff that kept coming in. And this was, of course, before more things went electronic. And that opened up a whole different can of worms. So I'm just saying here, there just may be, and there were always things you wanted to get to, and you just didn't feel right that you couldn't get them done. And so that's what I'm thinking of here. Once you're able to get that done, you will be able to let go of some of the stress and anxiety of those things just sitting there, and you will feel much more secure.
Thank you.
How's that?
That's nice.
I had to work it out.
Well, this one was a little bit...
Yeah.
More complicated for me too, and I think I've changed my mind. I don't know that it's specifically about home things. I think it could be, but I'm wondering if actually this is about things that are changing elsewhere, career, workplace, that signify how something about territory, properties changing. Like maybe there's parameters around who does what or who has what areas. Like maybe they're limiting an area or they're expanding it, or maybe there's a change about a move that some people find maybe this makes more sense, it's more comforting, but other people think that it may be getting rid of things that are still necessary. And in a library or university context, I can kind of get that. So it's like kind of like what happened to you, the infrastructure changes that happened.
Well, and dreaded weeding projects. We had this horrible weeding project, which I now think they were rushing along because they were going to make all of these changes in my department. But the thing is, it was just really fast-paced and a lot of withdrawing. And, it was just astounding to me how much they did eliminate. It was a lot. But anyway...
Divine, I'm sure we have time for you.
We can fit you in because there's really only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, after Angel. So we're good.
Yeah.
Let's do the Lenormand and see if it can focus more on an area where this is really coming from. If I pull that darn fox card again, no, I did not.
The clouds.
Well, this isn't going to clear anything up for me.
Clouds and dog.
Well, the light side is facing the cloud, the dog. So what I would say here with this case, with the clouds, is that maybe somebody you're working with, or your better half even, who of course could be your best friend, or this could also be like a coworker if it's a work situation. Maybe somebody here can bring some clarity to the situation and help you resolve or finish or prioritize what needs to be done. I saw what you said there about, annual review time and all. So it's possible that maybe, some more clarity and focus on what you should be working on next will come up there, possibly.
Yeah, I'm kind of drawing a blank on it a little bit. I think what it's saying is that maybe if you look at it metaphorically, like, that's not a personal friend, but maybe that's the idea of a friendly situation that maybe some of the struggles are going to work their way through and will blow through.
Yeah, the other thing too we can't discount is that when we're doing something for the week ahead, that they may all not fit together, that sometimes Lenormand will say something different. But I kind of feel it relates in a way, and there may be somebody you trust at work, whether it's the supervisor, the bosses, the heads who are going to be evaluating you doing the annual plan, that they will be able to clarify some things for you on where things are headed next. It's a little bit mixed bag here, and a little bit confusing. But I think that's what it's leading towards. It's something at work. It's old stuff, and once you get through it, you can let it go. You will be in a much better position.
I think it coincides with your last thing about, what their plans were, You just have to, secure yourself.
Okay.
All right.
Is it Libra Custom?
Right, and Libra asks for general.
Okay. No more masking, no more locked doors. Ugh. Yeah, I don't know what to say now. In my state, they're only going to report the COVID cases once a week now. So I guess they truly think it's over here, but we're still hovering between 500 and 1,000 every 2 days. So it's like it's 795 cases a day now, I think, for the last 2 days. I don't know. I don't think we're back to normal yet. I wonder if we should do a pandemic outlook.
Update, yeah.
We might do that. I've been thinking about that one.
We've talked about it, but we just haven't focused on it yet.
All right.
Okay,
so what
general
does Libra
reading
have
for Libra.
again?
General.
Okay.
Well, it would be nice if it really was true, but I'm not ready to call it in yet.
Yeah, I really wish it was true. It'd be nice to just feel more confident out there. I just don't yet. But I'm really happy that now I can get a 4th booster if I want. And I'm seriously considering it. I might do it sometime in April, because that would be 5 months since my last shot. I think that would
agree,
be
Violet.
pretty good.
I was agreeing with Violet.
Oh.
Right, I won't stop wearing my mask at work, and only one person on staff doesn't do it. Everybody on staff does it.
Wow.
Did you already shuffle?
Yes, I gave them to you after I did.
And it's a mixed bag with the library's patrons. Some do, some don't. Some days I see most do, and some days I see
now
most don't.
I am seeing far less people than I had a week ago wearing masks in stores and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, we have the High Priestess reversed.
Upside down, it looks like Kate Hepburn, but I know it's not her. Well, maybe a little bit. Or Jane Wyatt.
Doggone it. We have the Page of Wands reversed. What is with my decks today? Well, this is not a bad one reversed, the Ten of Wands. So,
That's true. True dat.
now this one's one of the times where I'm not going to read them bam, bam, bam. I'm going to start here with the Page of Wands. I feel as though right now it's really difficult to get things off the ground or start something new, whether it's, business, personal life, whatever the case may be, home projects even. It just seems like you can't focus. You're not focused on it. And maybe it's because, that things have just been kind of heavy right now. The energy has been very, very heavy around you. But I feel, Libra, that this is going to change. The Ten of Wands is reversed at the end here, and it's indicating that things that may have been burdening you or burdening your heart or soul, they're going to start lightening up again. Things are going to start feeling better, which may improve your conditions. But right now it's showing it's not a time for things to get off the ground, and it's basically because you really can't put your mind on it.
I kind of agree with most of that. I do feel that there's just a sort of a burdensome feel in the environment. It may not be the actual sense of the physical or mental burdens you bear, but just the idea that you kind of know they're there. You give them some amount of attention, acknowledgement. And
But they are alleviating.
They are alleviating, but I guess it's the idea that maybe it's a slower process. That's what that wand reverse there could be. And maybe partially you're blaming yourself a little bit. Maybe you're feeling like you didn't listen to your own inner wisdom, or you didn't listen to somebody's advice or something. Or maybe a hindsight thing, maybe you realized you should have thought about it differently and you didn't. So some of this is saying you blame yourself a little bit, and that maybe is what's slowing down the reversal. But you realize that because you may have been part of this problem, that you are making progress, even if it is slower, changing that, shifting that.
Mm-hmm. Let's check. Oh,
yeah, because you did it first last time?
I think I did. Do I remember? No.
Well, I hope this is okay.
Uh-oh.
Sorry.
I love the way he says that. And then I feel pressure.
I don't think you can change this one, because I have pulled the coffin.
I pulled the mice.
Okay.
So what it means to me, because I love the way this came out. If it had come out the other way, I might have felt a lot worse about it. But I feel here that possibly some of your stress, some of your irritations and whatnot may be coming to an end. Some of the burdens that you are feeling, in a way, the mice goes to me along with that Ten of Wands card really quite nicely. And it's saying that some of that stuff is going to come to an end now. So, maybe it's saying that, sadly, Aries month, Banshee's birthday month, or this week ahead. Was this about the week ahead?
It was just a general reading.
Just a general reading. I don't know why, Libra, but I'm thinking it's April. It's something about April that maybe things are just going to work their way through. And by the end of April, I think you're going to notice a major change here. That things are going to start shifting and feeling lighter, less anxious, less stress, less illness if you've been under the weather.
I don't know that I feel the time scale exactly, but I think it is more likely that it is moving on a little bit from now. So it could be all the way to the end of April, but it doesn't have to be. I think it is really about maybe you're going through a process where you identify by reviewing your mistakes, or thinking about your mistakes, or thinking about things you did differently, if you don't want to call them mistakes, or if I don't want to call them mistakes, what it was you should do to make these changes. And it's not just about alleviating burdens. It may just be about alleviating things that really are sort of irritants in a way too. I mean, could something be an obligation or a burden, but also extremely irritating, or at least somewhat irritating, you betcha. So that's
we
what
have
we have
for you, Libra. Good luck with that.
And we're on Jano? Jason?
Yes. Hey, Jano.
So Jason, if you're out there, go ahead. In the meantime, I'll remind people that if they are working through differing types of, shadowy feelings, you can check out Goth Tarot on Wednesdays at 8 a.m. and find some things there. Lately, the readings have sort of extended to the idea of not just the collective reading, but a reading for the world at large in a way. So I don't know if you would agree, but check it out. Maybe you would.
Okay, we'll give Jano a couple more minutes. And don't forget, we're here this week for Happy Hour.
Yay!
Yay! So there will be Happy Hour this week. We will all be happy here, including Sunny. And so come join us for a positive message from Spirit.
That's right. Sunny, no sleeping will be allowed on Sunday. Or Saturday.
Saturday.
Sorry. Jano, did you forget about us?
Well, we'll just take one more minute. Also, I am working on a project. I'm really going to have to try to test it first, though, because it's going to be my first time doing something with Zoom on our website.
All right.
It will be a special event, and it may be ongoing. We'll see how it goes. And just stay tuned for details as I slip them out slowly on social media and here.
All right. So is Kay interested in Jason? Let's find out. I'm going to use my Nefertari tarot.
All right. Do you want to do a yes no on that, or
Let's do a yes or no.
Let's do a yes no first. And
too
see what
vague,
we
we'll
get.
go back. So we'll just do straight up yes or no. Got it, Violet. Thank you.
Sunny's back. Just a little Sunny play action. Very little. He seems sacked out.
Do you want to count?
I could.
All right. You don't have nowhere to count.
I do.
I know, it was so cute, wasn't it?
He's just purring away there.
So it's not leaning towards a strong yes. It's maybe more likely not, but it could be.
Yeah, the
Jano?
first card I got was the King of Wands upright. And then we got our only ace in the reading, the Ace of Cups in the middle. And finally, the Four of Pentacles reverse. This is kind of interesting.
So right off, though, I see this King of Wands, and maybe it's not interest so much, but maybe it is possible that there is a sense of charisma about you that Kay finds. Maybe Kay does seem to feel a little bit of magneticness towards you, or charisma, or something there. The other card is the Four of Coins reversed, and maybe that could be saying that they have questions about whether they would want to put more energy or more something towards an idea of interest about you. But it sort of looks to me like it could just be, an abstract, like maybe it's there, but I don't know for sure.
There's something about you that they could be attached to in some way. However, they really feel, I almost feel like with the Four of Pentacles reversed, that there's kind of a feeling that they need to let this go for some reason. The Four of Pentacles is about releasing a hold on something.
Especially material things, perhaps.
Well, could be physical pleasures.
Right.
So,
but an attachment.
I mean, I look at it in context of the question,
Sure.
and there's no money in here. So I will say that I feel that they're letting go of their attachment maybe to you. There might be some attraction. I'm not really sure if you can turn this around or not. I want to see what the Lenormand might throw on this one. Am I first or you?
Oh, you can do it.
All right.
I did it first last time.
Mm-hmm. This is really interesting, Jano.
The boat?
Yeah. Because I almost...
And the clouds.
And the dark clouds are towards the boat. And I almost think here that they really aren't sure where they want to be or who they want to be with or what they want to do next. I think they're kind of in a little bit of confusion right now about their next move. So it's leaning towards no. In other words, it's not a definite no, but it seems like they almost want to just let it go and move on to something else, but they're very confused right now.
Something is possibly ending for them, and that may be a complication for them right now. So despite attraction, maybe there's something else going on for them. And I say that because the numbers on the card are 6 and 3, which is 9, and 9 talks about endings. So I'm putting that together too with the idea of the ship moving towards confusion, meaning direction, path is a little muddled. And it may be because maybe they are ending some things now. Maybe they're ending a relationship and they don't know if they want to jump into another one real soon. It could be something like that.
It's possible because, this King of Wands is such a positive card.
Yeah, it is.
And I'm thinking that's you. And I get the feeling here that they're very confused that they're even making the right move, if they do decide to let you go.
Jason says that they ended a relationship.
Oh.
So this could just be, a harder time for them to move freely at this point. They may just be
Maybe
working on
they're
stuff.
just too confused right now to make a move towards you.
I see. Mm-hmm. Like I said, or we both said, it's not a definite no.
It may need more time.
It just could need more time.
Because maybe what that letting go is of that Four of Pentacles, like he said, the letting go of a previous relationship. And so until they get a little bit more clarity in their lives, hey, it doesn't hurt to, be a friend and be there and see where things lead.
I looked at the bottom card. I don't always do that, but sometimes I feel.
Darn you.
And I pulled the upright Two of Swords. And that is sort of a stand and wait position. So maybe that you should, if you're interested at all, maybe you want to just be the friend, as Banshee says. Give them a little time. Two of Swords is sort of saying like there's a sense of timing involved for you or this situation, and that you want to consider facts. It's sort of a sense of judgment. It has some of the symbology of judgment. So maybe saying that you yourself don't want to rush into this, if the person K needs more time, that maybe you want to let them find their time and for you to just be supportive in that other way.
Well, it's definitely a card of no movement, which flies in the face of this, but I really think because the ship is by the clouds, the ship is not really moving. She wants to make a move, she wants to do something, but she just doesn't have enough clarity right now, which may be why the Two of Swords is on the bottom too, because the Two of Swords could just indicate she needs time to sort out things.
So in this sense, I felt that maybe the Two of Swords could apply to you, just sort of standing back, but it could apply to both of you.
Yeah, in a way. I could see that. So, good luck with that.
Good luck, Jason.
I hope it works out. Hey, Lena.
And I think Lena wrote a question. Possibly.
Posted a spirit reading.
Right, exactly, the rebounding. I wasn't going to say that word, but...
Mr. O, it's a spirit reading.
All right, so it's your deck.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So the temperature's dropped again. Not as bad as it was, at least. Okay. Spring will get here eventually. A spirit message. Well, we have the Two of Cups reversed. And then we have the Page of Cups upright.
You too, Angel.
This is such a cute card. And it's Justice upright. Wow, what an interesting combination this. I mean, the Two of Cups reversed shows disharmony or breakups in a relationship. But I'm wondering here if Spirit is saying, they recognize, that you may have some feelings still and some about the disappointments, about past relationships, that still haunt you in some way. And the Page of Cups is here to say, Spirit is saying, but, if you really start looking at your life now in perspective, you're going to realize that things are starting to open up for you. Joy is returning to your life and balance and harmony.
Lena, I thought that a little while ago there were still legal situations about your previous relationship, the alimony thing.
Yeah, I don't know if that's been resolved.
And I don't know if it's been resolved, but I wonder if Spirit is saying it is still in the making, the idea of justice, and it is pertaining to the idea, I guess, of, your relationship, which didn't work out. So I think that Spirit could be saying that maybe something will surface on this soon, and it may be good news. It may be a news or a message that you will find favorable that will bring some joy and contentment. But I'm wondering if it's just something with either, if it's not that legal situation, it may be about another similar one where it's talking about maybe loss of affections or loss of abilities to trust or work with people. But it's finally going to resolve, or it will be starting to work towards resolving.
I was just reading Violet, you in that 75 degrees. That is my comfort zone. I like it at 75 to maybe 83, and that's it.
Well,
That's what I want.
It struck me, Lena, because I know we've talked about before and we've read for it, and I thought that it looked like, and you had given information that maybe it was going to be really hard for you to achieve that. I'm not saying for sure you will, but I think Spirit is saying...
I think if it is about that, some news will be coming.
Something's coming, and
because
I think
that is justice.
I think it provides the idea that there's justice. So it may be something that you didn't expect, but will turn out, to feel better for you.
But I also get an impression from these cards that Spirit, this is a Spirit reading, and I feel as though, Spirit is again just saying, we understand, you've had some loss and disappointments where, partnerships have gone, but there is something new on the horizon too, because often the Page of Cups can be the beginning of a romance, like a first date or, an invitation somewhere that could lead to something. So I think Spirit is just saying, be open to the fact that new adventures await for you, and, your life, your balance, and your harmony will be restored again.
Well, we certainly hope so too. I mean, like I said, it just sort of struck me that this was probably about that. So Spirit is probably saying things are happening and it may be working towards that. So we need to hang on.
He could be onto something. I'd like to see if when we read for you more, if this theme keeps coming up. Because if it does, then I would say it's likely.
So I have pulled the stars, which is nice.
Which is very nice. What? This is coming up more than the facts
Clouds.
today. But at least it's the light clouds facing the stars. Which to me, Spirit is, this is taking me in a different direction a little bit. I think Spirit is saying that, you know what? We are open now more to communicating with you and guiding you. You need to open your mind to and meditate, or, light some candles and invite Spirit to communicate with you. Have a ritual, some kind of, when I say ritual, I just mean a pattern of, maybe when you sleep at night, maybe putting a question, under your pillowcase or something, and see if Spirit will answer in a dream. Try to open up more to communications from Spirit. I don't know, when I saw that, I feel like that's what I got.
I like this as a possible other message too, because I often feel that the Page of Cups also talks about really mystical insight and really
intuition,
and sort of a sense of life, the philosophy of life as a poetry of itself too, that it just has that kind of non-logic but also logic of poetry. Beautiful.
That's what we have for you, Lena.
So,
good luck with that.
Good old Sonny Butt, that's right.
Sonny, I know. And not only that, he has to get closer to the camera no matter what we do.
So good luck, Lena, and we'll continue this, as we talk about things. It is kind of hopeful.
Well, maybe next time you just want to ask a question about the alimony thing again and see if there is any movement on it. I don't know. Divine you are up.
Okay, so hopefully you understood our message the other day. It was mostly Banshee, but we did talk about it. And, we feel like if it's important to you to be there, you should be there. You need that closure too. So I'm going to use my Uncommon Tarot again, my new deck that's beautiful.
Oh.
And what is the crossover message?
Okay. All right, this is unacceptable. You have to move. I love this tablecloth because I can just slide him. Well, I mean, Kara, there's just no place to shuffle the cards.
I see. So you did have
He
some
literally
common
was
friends.
taking the whole edge of the table here.
Well, I am sorry for you, of course,
Yeah.
and I realize, that it didn't work out, but, of course you have strong feelings, and you should be there, and it probably will be okay. I mean, maybe, it actually provides closure, but also clarity, too. Nah, no, it won't be.
Well, I don't know. It's up to you. I'm not making an assumption here because I know I have my own mixed feelings about a situation I have to think about. So, thanks, Mr. O. So I understand, and I think it's perfectly fine whichever way you decide. Closure for you may be something completely different than, attending there.
That's true. So I have the reversed Chariot. The reversed
King of
Wands. And the reverse Seven of Swords. Some of this says to me, don't try to be something different from what you think you need to be. Like, in other words, don't try to appear different. Be yourself. I guess easy way of saying be yourself. Don't be something different. Don't try to be something you're not. You don't have any great drive now in this situation, so you do feel like you're sort of being pulled along somehow by fate in a respect, in a certain respect, that this is not you necessarily initiating things. That's the Chariot reversed. And the King of Wands may also be saying too that you just don't feel like you're resonating towards this, like you really are somehow abstract. You're sort of, maybe it's grief. I mean, it could just be grief in a way too, that you're just not really connected here with the situation, and you don't feel any drive, and you don't really know how to act. You don't know if you should try for something that maybe is more deliberate, a plan of some sort, even if it's not the best plan, but it's your plan, or if you should just not do that. You should probably not. Yeah, I know you are. I'm so sorry for you.
I don't know if this is so much about grieving, but it's definitely a message for you, Divine You. It's clear here by the Chariot reversed that things are sputtering for you right now. You feel like you're stagnating or you're at a standstill. You're struggling to get motivated, or to find the motivation in life. And that's what the Chariot is about. And I feel the King of Wands being reversed here is also indicating this idea that you just, I almost feel like you're frustrated. I think in this case, and sometimes, the King of Wands can appear to be kind of an angry person, a bitter person, but I'm looking at this card as a card of somebody who's feeling very frustrated right now. And I feel that the Seven of Swords reversed indicates that you have to focus on, you really have to focus on what is the best, what is right for you. What is the right direction for you here, This isn't about anybody else. This isn't about anybody else's dramas right now. This is being smart about looking at what you need to make yourself feel better. And I know you're struggling to find that. We've been working at this all week. I think part of it might stem from the fact that you're allowing, maybe you have such great expectations for yourself that you're sabotaging your progress, in a way. I almost sometimes think of the Seven of Swords as, the Seven of Swords is a tricky card.
It is.
So I think it might be a little bit of self-sabotage going on here by trying to expect too much of yourself at this time. And maybe that's why you've suddenly hit a log jam.
Well, the Chariot reversed coinciding with this idea could be saying that things are trying to push you into taking charge and you don't really feel it. And I said that to me that card was about you resonating or feeling this energy of what you're experiencing now. I'm actually wondering if, not because I'm counseling you, but I'm saying that it is okay for you to feel that maybe it's not something you can do to go to the funeral. And that, like Banshee said, that maybe closure and your grieving comes differently and doesn't have to be measured against anybody else's standards. Sometimes there are implications about the Chariot or any king that they sort of stand for things that are in an orderly manner. But the Seven of Swords, reversed or upright, plays that idea about what is proper ways to do things, what are maybe unexpected ways to do things, clever ways to do things, secret ways to do things. So I think in a way...
if this was about the funeral, which I didn't think it was, I know you mentioned it there,
Yeah.
but if it was about the funeral, because I still think this is a different message, but if it was, there is a tidy little thing here, and it's basically that, you in a way don't want to go because you are worried about how people are going to perceive you there. That there might be some anger or animosity or some, like you said, can of worms. And, you really feel, I think then I have to go back to what Mr. O said earlier about the Seven, that you really don't feel like you can be yourself there, You're going to feel on guard. You're going to feel like you have to kind of watch your back and, you're going to feel uncomfortable. So I would see that if this was about the funeral, but I just feel there's a greater message here of what you've been struggling with right now. You feel very much a lack of motivation and, not your usual self of being in control of things in your environment. And like I said, to the point of being frustrated about it. But let's see what we get here. I think it's you, but I don't know. It's the clouds. Oh, no, it's a different one we had before.
The ship.
Well, we only had that once before, so. And I am just running my hands through these things. How we keep getting the same ones is a mystery to me.
Oh.
Well, I think this is just if this is about the funeral, this might be indicating that you should go because there's the ship there. But if it's not about the funeral, I think it indicates, Divine, that you are going to finally be moving. You're going to finally start moving once more. That this situation is going to get better. Maybe it is that you're grieving and you can't break that cycle right now. And, but it looks as though with the lady there, that's you, and the ship here, that you will start moving again in, in a better direction.
It could just be literal too. It could be saying that you may have to take a trip and maybe you should consider taking a shorter trip.
That's a good point.
That you could try to use to relax and sort out things. I don't know how to tell you how to do that.
Whether it's even a day trip somewhere.
Yeah, but it may just be that you should do this for yourself. I think that doing that rather than maybe pursuing something that you're not really feeling strong enough about doing, whether we're talking about the funeral or whether we're talking about the basic question, give yourself some time. Take a little holiday.
Thinking of going to India. Well, think about it. I mean, it doesn't have to be that big a trip, but you know what? Maybe that's what you need. Maybe you need to connect back with family or people back there that you knew to reignite something again. Oh, I hope you're feeling better, Divine. I am worried about you. You know, I know you've been feeling down, and the cards have not been favorable, but I also think that sometimes the cards really truly pick up what you are going through at the moment. And this may be one of those other instances again where that is the case. So hang in there through this. I feel some move one way or another is happening. And it may just be that a change of venue for a while, a trip, just to get your mind on something else might be beneficial. So good luck with that. Hey, I think we're on Violet Lotus. You are up.
You're welcome, Divine. And we'll see you soon, I
Very
know.
welcome. What, do you just sit there and get those emojis ready when we're done with your reading? There's so many there. You're so sweet. Thank you.
I know. Nobody does the emojis like Divine.
I look forward to it. Violet Lotus, you are up. What you have for... Oh, there you are.
And if anybody comes in while we're doing this, we're done. You're the last one.
Gateway of Light. Is that by Denise Lynn? Or is that a different one? That sounds familiar to me. Wait a minute. Did I just write that one
You're
down?
welcome.
I just wrote down a really cool... I wrote down a few decks. I was looking at US Games site. And there's some really interesting ones that are coming up and coming there. One I may actually get is a Twin Flames thing. Maybe Mr. O could use it on his emotional exchanges.
Well, you know, it's always a challenge, that's for sure. So do you have the question?
In a minute. Proving my character's fair. What does Spirit have to say about an upgrade or a major breakthrough? Okay. No, it's a new one. Okay. I'm going to see if that's one I wrote down for myself. Is it a US Games by chance? Just wondering. This one. Anyway, there was some really cool decks there. It was just some neat stuff. And I was looking at Oracle decks, not Tarot. I have so many, not so many, but there are decks up and coming this summer in the Tarot that I am interested in getting. So now I'm just kind of focusing on Oracle. I'm going to get something in April called the Oracle of the Roses, which looks kind of interesting to me. And I love roses, so. About the whole thing. Okay, let's see. No! Stop trying to get in the stage. No.
He wants me.
He wants the camera.
Well, it could be that, I suppose.
You're my companion. Oops. Mr. O can't have you. Okay, we have the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is reversed. Interestingly enough, Violet Lotus, we have another four. The Four of Wands upright, the Four of Fire.
The party card.
Yes.
Woohoo!
And then we have the Six of Sea, the Six of Cups reversed. All...
Is it speaking
No,
to
I was
you?
going to say all cup cards, but they are not.
Right.
But it's interesting to me because those 2 4s, but also the Six of Sea. I'm going to look at that. That's reversed.
6 of Cups reversed.
All right, so I feel with the 4 of Cups reversed that there is some opening or breakthrough that possibly could be happening. And it seems as though it's something that you've already been working on, right? That some new light is going to be shed upon. So that could be your mediumship, maybe? What do you think when you see
Well,
these
I
two?
mean, normally for us this is the party card.
I know.
So, but really it's saying like something of inspiration, And I think that the idea was really expressed here that Spirit really says that thing is going to present itself. That choice, that thing, that upgrade, whatever that is, it becomes clear to you what that is. It's not something you have to think about and maybe choose from. It's clear that you have no choice. It's the thing, and it is about this, the upgrade. The 4 of Wands in this context really looks like a pinnacle of energy, and that's why it's the party card, because it's never even bad reversed. It's saying this is really about something beyond yourself, which would be that upgrade.
Beyond the celebration, it basically says that that you've laid a foundation for something. When you think of it, there are 4 rods firmly planted in the ground. There's this wreath over them, and it's as if you're celebrating the growth of something. And you also recognize in the process of that the work is not done yet. And I think what work that remains for you, maybe, Violet, is to eliminate any shadows from your past.
Yeah, I was going to say that maybe this is saying that the blockages you talk about are still things from your past that you haven't quite figured out. But it seems to me like, Spirit is saying, want you to do that, want you to address those things, and that we'll be there to support it.
Well, yes, but I just think there's a progression here.
Sure.
Opportunities are coming because of a foundation you have already laid, or these opportunities and this breakthrough are related to what you've already just set in motion here and have been growing, realizing that, the work is never done. The work is never done on perfecting this, and all that really remains is to eliminate some of the shadows that remain from the past. And the reason I'm saying this is, for some reason, I keep thinking, Violet, this falls back into another reading we did for you. It might have been, that special video reading we did for you, the birthday one, right? Where we talked about, I think the 6 of Cups reversed was in there. But correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that maybe
Sounds
that's
familiar.
referring back to that.
So, Lenormand?
Yes.
Oh, dear. For I have pulled
I saw it. I didn't want to see it.
the Sith. And you pulled the Whip. Well, somebody's having a hot time.
Well, or too hot a time. Now, generally, when those two are together, it can be kind of a difficult card.
Yeah.
Cards together, because they both have a sense of violence about them a little bit. For example, a whip and a cutting implement. But I'm wondering here, if it's talking about cutting away at anything that is still leaving an imprint with you that has something to do with anger and aggression. To cut that out, of your life. If you're angry or mad about something, either from the past situation we're talking about here or anything else, it needs to finally be cut away. Maybe sometimes, there's these microaggressions that we may have could, could cause us, some blockages.
Well, in terms of how Spirit might think about what that reading said, the upgrades that are coming to you, it could be saying this is really going to happen fast, and it may cause you or entail you having to really make some big changes, to accommodate all of this, the things that you have to cut away.
What he's saying is also true here, because the whip can be about speed, and so it could be saying you need to move fast and cut out, the things that maybe still remnants from the past that could be blocking you, so that these breakthroughs can now manifest. That's what we have for you. That's pretty cut and dry, really, I think.
Yeah.
Overall. So, not bad, not bad. It does make sense. Wow. Well, hey, everybody. We're just 5 minutes in overtime. We took our time with everybody today, made some announcements, and just want to thank everybody for spending the Thursday evening with us. They've been quieter. And so we appreciate those of you who remain loyal and come on the Thursday nights to see us.
You're welcome.
And we will be here again on... Oh, and don't forget to check out Mr. O's April Fool's Emotional Exchanges.
Yeah, gee, you're really pumping that, Banshee. I can't imagine why.
It's not like... Well, come on now. It's just a silly intro, and then it's Mr. O with his fantastic readings.
The readings really are dynamite this week for each sign, so do check them out. Just find your sign and check it out. Don't forget to watch Banshee's Material Matters on Sunday.
And do join us for happy hour. And, of course, we'll be back here on Sunday, 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for more big picture questions.
Thanks for staying, everybody.
All right, everybody. Take care. Have a great rest of your evening, and we'll see you again soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.